ESPN, the world's leader in motorsports coverage, welcomes you to Hampton, Georgia, site of Atlanta Motor Speedway, scene of today's ARCA Bondo-Mar-Hyde Series season finale, the General Tire Hoosier 500. As caution on the speedway, heavy impact, car number 80 and one car tumbling end over end out of turn 4 as contact continues.
That's John Gill, the 80 car, I guess.
And the 24 looks to be one car, Mickey Hudspeth, out of Ronda, North Carolina.
Mike Swaim Jr. in car number 90 is involved with this, along with Kevin Ray and also Billy Thomas, but they took the least amount of the impact in that major tumble.
And heavy impact, the heaviest damage, John Gill out of Mitchell, Indiana, the Stanhover Racing Ford, as now the cars weave their way through a violent impact.
There's Neil Whittemore in 56. The 8 that you see is car number 80. That is John Gill. There's 48. That's Roger Blackstock that started that car. Let's take a look. There we see Hudspeth. That's the second car in line. That's the 24 car.
Ron Barfield's on the outside in car number 94. There's the red car.
Hudspeth loses control, goes up the racetrack, hits the wall. Oh, and then it's the 24 car that tumbled over.
Yeah, Hudspeth tumbles. He gets tagged from behind by the 80 car. That is John Gill. 80 comes across. He gets hit from the side by Whittemore. Whittemore is tagged from behind. And here is Billy Thomas, a 22 car involved. And then cars began to slip and slide and beat and bang on both the inside and outside concrete walls. Different angle this time.
There we see Hudspeth. Now about right here is when Gill goes in and boom, hits him and really starts him tumbling down the racetrack. As a matter of fact, the car landed on top of John Gill's car.
Watch Whittemore hit Gill now in the side, and then Whittemore gets hit directly from behind. There's Billy Thomas jamming on the brakes. He tags one of the cars, spins around.
And Benny, the way that Mickey's car went into the wall, it didn't give it a chance to use the roof flaps.
Listen to this.
You're okay.
Blaze Alexander almost made it through, but Billy Thomas, as he came back across the racetrack, caught the right front tire. The race has been red flagged while the ARCA officials and the Atlanta Motor Speedway officials go out and clean up the mess that's on the front stretch.
And there's the helicopter taking off, the life flight helicopter that was standing by as they will take off. And the word we have from President of ARCA, Ron Drager, is that both drivers are conscious and are being transported. As soon as we hear anything else, we'll pass that along to you. As we are under caution, set to go back to green flag racing for the ARCA season finale here Wilson at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
By the way,
no, trouble up in turn 3. Ron Burchette's car slams the concrete backwards and now tumbles on its roof. Traffic trying to separate, and there comes looks like the 0 car. That was Del McCoward. Oh my goodness, heavy impact in turn 3. Second horrendous incident here in the early laps.
Wow. Man, Burchette never had a chance to hit the brakes, just right in the inside wall.
Boy, and Benny, what a little tap that was that he gave to Harris Devane. Not much contact there at all.
Let's take a look. There we see, looks like he tries to drive under those 2 cars and gets back end out, comes along, the roof flaps do come up, keeps the car on the ground, and bam! He slams in the inside wall. Now the car's going to turn about 90 degrees, backs in the fence, and it will start. The rear tire comes off, knocks the rear tire off. He gets under the car, kind of wants to flip the car over. It does flip it over. Now here will come Del McCoward in the 0 and
right side of your screen.
It slide into that car. Wow.
Coward's car number 0 hitting the car from underneath.
We saw that last year with Ed Dixon doing the same thing at this race last year.
Here's a different angle of that accident. Right side of your screen, Ron Burchette's Pontiac.
Kind of was already in the slide there, Benny. I think he may have been trying to turn away from Devane just a touch.
I think he was trying to turn away from keep from hitting the 33 car. And when he did, he lost the back end and went down and slammed the inside wall. Once again, hits it with the back. And now the car is going to start flipping.
He pancaked that concrete with the passenger side, then backed it in the wall, almost exactly the same place as you see There's Dale McCowart's car coming in that Joe Bessey hit in the spring during the Busch Grand National race here up in turn 3.
Yes.
Bessey was involved with Randy LaJoie. So there is, they are removing Dale McCowart's Masters in Ford Thunderbird, what's left of the front end of that car. Second caution flag today as the safety crews from Atlanta South and Atlanta Motor Speedway are on the scene to attend to 30-year-old Ron
The 6
Burchette.
car of Perry Tripp comes off the corner, spins, and the car's still going. Oh, and he gets hit by Doug Reed. Oh, my goodness. Almost all the cars made it. Now, Jeff Jones in the 8's going to spin, but so far he hasn't hit anything. Put it in gear, Jeff. Drive. Put it the one on the right. Hit it and go.
That's the 8 car. Other traffic now coming by. Debris all over the backstretch. And there's the Doug Reed car, the Med partner team. Here's Bobby Bowser going by. The 05 of Doug Reed had a great qualifying effort, started on the outside of the front row. And once again, we are under caution.
Boy.
Horrendous impact. We'll show you again what happened in the backstretch.
The 6 car coming off 2 is up on the outside of the Giacchetti car, Mike Giacchetti. And as you come off the corner, Giacchetti goes up the hill, and Perry Tripp thinks that he is going to run out of room, so he tries to turn away from it, back off the gas. I think he backed off too suddenly, and that spun the car up. Flaps worked beautifully, but along is going to come the 05 car right there and just knock the back end off that.
Benny, that 32 was Mark Stahl. The 32 on the inside of the 6 pair. The cars are painted almost identical to the Giacchetti car. Here, a different angle. There's the 6 car up across into the concrete. Watch him come back down, and watch the 05. He is pinned with traffic on the inside. He couldn't go low. He had nowhere to go. Traffic above him and below him, and Doug Reed tags the back of the car number 6. Watch the 05. He has Bill Venturini on the inside of him. There's Toby Butler right in front of him. He couldn't get low, and now he realizes he needs to get low, and he suddenly doesn't have time, and the back end of Perry Tripp's car is simply just pounded. And Dixon car going by as Reed's car now slides backwards. One more angle.
Luckily here, Jerry, that impact was on the right rear and not into the driver's door for Perry Tripp, so that should help him out a bunch in that crash.
Caution flag number 6 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and these safety trucks unfortunately have been very, very busy here today. Back 11th spot, 5 laps down.
Got a crash coming off the second corner. There's 3 cars over there, heavy damage to 3 of them.
Mike Cichetti in car number 17 there, who had been posted our leader earlier. 75 is Jerry Hill. This is all happening over in turn number 4. We've got a fire on car 17.
You got one back there burning.
Whoa,
you got one up against the wall, one against the inside.
And that's Mike Cicchetti's car. Mike needs to climb out of that Chevy there. The safety crews and firemen on the scene. The back of that car pretty well used up, and now the fireman runs to the back where the fire is. Let's take a look and see if we can see what happened a moment ago.
Giacchetti just simply lost control. He tries to save it. He goes out on the apron of the racetrack, but he has the wheel turned left. See how the wheels are turned to the right? When the car finally starts to stop, it's going to go right back across the racetrack. Heavy damage to the retaining wall. Then that sheet metal dragging just sets the gasoline on fire. There, the 75 car of Jerry Hill goes by backwards.
And Cicchetti has the wheel still turning, but the frame is bent down, so the back of the car is off the racetrack.
There's a 75 car that he's made. Who's that car he's made contact with, Ray, on the inside, the red?
Can't quite see that.
Hard to tell from that angle who that third car is. We'll get a report from the pits as Cicchetti is out of the car, walking around surveying the damage, and we are under caution for the 9th time here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Back after this. Final lap and checkered flag waves for Joe Bessey, 34 years of age.
Wow. Way to go, guys.
So Joe Bessey wins his only ARCA start here in 1996. We'll come back and hear from Joe and the champion after this. Stay with us.